Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel 4. We are on a courageous and, well, we are busy with our rounds and as you can see we still have plenty of bonding events to go and people to talk to. And, well, a few other places that we want to go. But first, let's finish off talking to everyone before we start with our bonding events. I'm gonna leave you alone. So, Leonore's headed to Orders then. Yeah, she's going to Miranda's tavern. She sees Miranda, the woman who runs it, as something of a mother figure. Leonore was worried she wouldn't be able to visit her after the war starts. Oh, good for her. I know I'm not one to talk, but do you get along with your parents, Valerie? You probably still have time to make an appearance in Northumbria if you'd like. Well, I don't think so. Things are pretty bad as there right now. I wouldn't want to risk it. Besides, my parents are a lot like me. We're not a terribly emotional family. As long as we can hear each other's voices over Comline, that's good enough for us. I see. Well, for someone who claims to be unemotional, you really care a lot about how others are feeling. So, while your parents may seem nonplussed on the surface, I'm sure they're thinking about you all the time. Well, maybe. I think Maya's exactly right. Yeah, just because someone doesn't express emotion doesn't mean they don't have it. And did you see those cookies in the bowl during that scene? Looked really nice. I might be hungry. Well, Valerie seemed a little distant, but she's actually a very considerate person. Taking that into account, I'm sure her parents might seem that way, but they actually have a lot of faith in her. We're not really the chatty sort of family actually, but there's definitely a certain trust that everyone shares. Oh, I actually heard a bit from Celestine when we were in the dorm. In addition to having gorgeous looks and ferocious combat abilities, Sharon is more than a competent chef. It's the way that brought us together to the galley, so if anyone has a recipe recommendation, I'd love to hear them. You're always so good about learning new things, Sandy. It's fate that brought us together in the galley, so if anyone have any recommendations, I'd love to hear about them.
I recommend everything.
I would love to give you more, but I'm still missing 6. You know, Sharon, knowing you're in the galley always puts me incredibly at ease. It's a true honor to hear you say that. All this makes me think back to those times in the Trista dormitory. It's already been about 2 years since then, hasn't it? Well, that sounds about right. Time really does fly, doesn't it? You know, you really did a lot for me when I was a student. You were even the Blade Master at the school festival. Well, that is indeed a fond memory of mine. Though it seems like Blade has been overtaken by Ventus Masters lately. Yeah, I guess so. You always did have the finger on the pulse, Sharon. Although, I only started playing myself recently. I brushed up on the fundamentals at least. Would you care for a round or two, Master Rean? You said you've brushed up on the fundamentals, but I get the feeling you'll be a tough opponent, regardless. If that's the case, I'd love to play together sometime. Well, I look very much looking forward to it. You can now play Vintage Masters against Sharon. Standing here in the galley makes me think back at those times in Trista Dormitory. It's already been 2 years since then. It really does pass in an instant, doesn't it? It really does. As you wish. Alright, let's go.
I will gladly be your opponent.
Be gentle. Okay. Destroys a card in the enemy hand. Ooh, then we gotta better play them. Oh, and that's ranged attack, so it doesn't matter where we stand. It will attack whoever it wants. Okay. That should definitely do the trick for now. As always, we're just trying to shock and awe. As the sooner we can get the HP down, the better. All depends whether they have healers or not. Yeah, and we definitely need to take care of the range fighters. Even though if the master is one. Alright. Well, 3, that is doesn't really matter which one we use. Let's see, yes, definitely that one off the board. Alright. And as long as we keep our hand as clean as possible, she cannot use her skill of destroying cards. Yeah, yes, I know what you're trying to do. Come on, Blaze. Blaze me up. Nope. Ah, yes, of course, ranged on range. The thing is, that is true. Oh well, that's fine. So many points left, nothing to spend it on. Ooh, the back line would have been better. Oh, it is a defending card. So that one has to be taken care of first. I only want to attack when I know I can take him out, because if I attack him now, the next round he will take me out, for sure. Oh, depending on what he puts on the board, I might be able to take him out in the next round. Possibly. What is that? Steel? Really? The only thing he could do in order to stop it. 2 and 4 is not enough. Yeah, you won one round, that's fine. No! And a healer, of course. Yeah. Well played, Sharon. The only thing you could do to not have me kill you, and now you might have turned the tables around on this entire thing. I'm impressed. Okay. Yeah, we're getting to the point that Well, the more powerful card can be used, so yeah, it's over, we lost. Just because of one simplistic act. Yeah, now we come with a blaze when it's tremendously useless. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing we can do to win this anymore. We're too far behind. Damn you, Sharon! Just scrounging up on the fundamentals? You practice more than that, I can tell. Yeah, we don't have the damage. We don't have the card to damage it. Yeah, I'm just gonna normally attack you just to get it done.
You played magnificently.
Nah, you were just lucky. That's fine. We do it as always in between. Oh, I know, right? My editor told me I could only do the project if I wanted, if I got a few other articles done first. I've got most of them done, but I'm still trying to find the right subject for the last one. I need something easy, simple, relaxing. Well, it sounded to me like you need a break, but one more article doesn't sound quite so bad. In fact, simply take a step back and open your eyes wide. The perfect subject for a beautiful, uplifting article is right here in front of you. You're right! I'll do a feature on the most slimming styles this season. It'll be perfect for keen readers with an interest in fashion. That's what you're gonna go with? Oh well, it's your loss. There's so much wrong with this picture, but at least Vivi got her article. Oh, if you look closely, Margarita's got an amazing complexion. What's her skincare routine? I could totally see her writing a beauty column for us. Oh, but her body transformation magic. Yeah, we gotta keep that a secret. Isn't that a little dishonest? A little bit. I do not believe that the shape of one's body holds much importance in matters of love or beauty personally. Nonetheless, I'm glad I can be of assistance to my dear Vivi. And yes, you were. Well, look at this. All of Class VII's swordsmen together in one place. And purely by coincidence. Although, once we were here, the conversation naturally started to gravitate towards swordsmanship. We were just discussing who we all look up to the most, whose level we aspire to reach someday. Instructor Rean, is there anyone from your school that you admire like that? Come to think of it, I've never asked you that myself. I imagine you've got no shortage of skilled 8 leaves practitioners. Even I know some of them. We met Cassius Bright not long ago. And there's also Arios McLean, the Divine Blade of Wind. True. Even if Cassius was hung up his sword, so to speak, there's no denying both of them are the kind of swordsmen I can really dream of matching up to someday. The thing is, Cassius has mastered the first form, and Arios is master of the second. They're pretty different from my 7th form. In that sense, Master Kafai is the only person I can truly aspire to match. I see. That makes sense. The Arcede and Vendor styles both have lots of variations within their different forms. Though I get a feeling it's even more pronounced in the 8-leaf school. I must agree, really. After all, aside from the 7th form Rean spoke of, there's even an unarmed combat form. Well, I hate to feather my own school, but it is a very adaptive discipline. Yeah, and wasn't that how Rean first fought when he got Velamar, because I didn't have a sword yet? So he used the unarmed form? I continually strive to improve my fencing techniques, but will I ever reach the level of mastery Rufus has achieved? In any case, I will persevere with my training, so that you may always consider me a worthy ally. Which we already do, of course. Don't be silly. Our conversation earlier really helped to motivate me. I feel like I can fit in an extra training session today. I've got to make sure to put this extra energy to good use. The 8-lead one-blade school is even more varied than I imagined. I hope I get to cross swords with other practitioners someday. I hope you do too, because it makes for great practice. Did we went out on the deck? Yes, we did, but there were only people with bombing events. Right, one more layer to go. And then we can choose which one we want to do first. The picks or the watch. I'm sure I can come up with a satisfying choice. Whoa, what's the deal with all these papers? Is there a problem with the ship? Oh, not at all. It's just the girls were helping me figure out how to get more fuel and ammunition. Well, it's going to be hard to get all the supplies we need without the imports. Right now, we're trying to figure out if we'll be able to meet up with our Remiferian contacts, since we're going to Crossbell soon. Of course, that would only drive up the cost even more. So we're trying to see if there's anything we can do to whittle our expenses down. Ah, I see. So you're all combining your expertise then. Given that you're all masters in your respective fields, I imagine we're going to be just fine. Just be careful not to spread yourself too thin. Roger that. While various parties such as His Highness and Mr. Reinford have provided us with monetary support, there's a limit to those funds. I'm going to provide an estimate so it won't waste a single mirror. That would be amazing, because balancing the books, not easy. I struggle with it almost every month. Well, there are a lot of things regarding supply issues that I can't take care of on my own, so they're honestly a great help. Good friends really are indispensable, aren't they? That they are. Well, if we're looking at Ramiferia, it seems we'd be able to use my father's connection as an engineer. It could turn out to be a little expensive, but Tatiana and I are working on a solution for that. Yeah, and I'm sure you will very much succeed. Ah, Elliot, your performance was pure class. I felt like it was echoing right into my soul. Usually only rock can get me fired up like that. I'm impressed. Aw, thanks. Glad to hear it resonated with you. Look like you've got yourself a new fan, Elliot. Ah, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't an inspiration. Miss Mint's here too, so I'd love to set up a collaboration between the Modern Music Club and the Wind Orchestra. That would be great. Hey Rean, what do you say to breaking out your old guitar and joining in? Only if you give me a lot of time to practice first. The Modern Music Club and the Wind Orchestra should be able to come up with something upbeat and fun for our collaboration. If we're really doing this, I really want to reach out to Bridget and see if she'll play keys for us. Aye, if I got the soul then the genre doesn't matter. We're gonna rock this one. I just can feel the practice hours in my hands. Then you know you're doing the right thing, isn't it? Alright, no new colors, don't have anything to exchange. And I haven't yet dealt with the equipment yet. I'll try to do that before we move on to Crossbell. Well, I have to, of course. Because I'm sure getting to Crossbell is not going to be as easy as just flying over. Screw. Well, I've got everything I need, plus help with setting it all up. It all seems to be in order, so let's say we head over once we have some spare time. Leave it to me. Crow or Dean? Are the two of you going in somewhere? Yeah, it's just a little thing I need to take care of. Something I want to handle before the next rivalry. Something to take care of, huh? Well, I mean, it's not the biggest thing in the world. Man, just some personal business. We're all trying to put things in order by the next rivalry, so you gotta make sure that you're all prepared too, alright? But if you're running down to take care of anything, just let me know, okay? What kind of business does he have to take care of? I have to admit, I am curious. Not yet. I have to wait. I was just hoping to talk just to Ordine and not to Crow. Oh, hey Celine. What you doing here? Well, I just want to take another look at Valimar. He's changed so much recently. Yeah, that ogre-like silhouette he had is completely gone. He's looking a lot more like his old self, if you ask me. True, but he's using more mana now too. His appearance has changed to reflect that. Now that he's absorbed Zek's power, he's taking on his third form. Maybe we should call this form True, Velimar. True, Velimar. Yeah, that feels fitting. I see what you meant now about the rivalries being a struggle for power. I thought I could handle whatever they threw at me, but, well, exactly how I'm feeling about them is kind of complicated. But I guess I've got to stick with it and do the best I can. I understand how you feel. You may not have a choice about participating, but that doesn't mean you have to like it. For now, just try to struggle through this, but don't be afraid to stay true to yourself. Celine, thanks. It made me feel better to know that I don't have to try to be something I'm not. Velimar remains still and empty. For now. I have faith in him. Is that the data I brought over from the experimental battleship? Yep. Just stumbled onto it while looking through the archives. It's kind of a bummer though. That big Leviathan guy and those awesome Mirage dolls both use super advanced tech, but they're just so blah. If I were in charge, I'd add a little coolness, a little cuteness, a little something like this. That concept of hers is very similar to the designs of the Divine Knights. Small wonder given all the experience Mint has with them. I'd like to see where this goes. I might be willing to let you have that data, based of course on the condition you're able to produce results worthy of. Critical error, data corrupted. Uh-oh, I think I broke something. Wait, no, the cleanup program just deleted everything. Restore it from the backup file, and don't you dare touch any unnecessary keys. Understood? Right, the backup. That's a relief. Thanks, Mitty, you're a pal. Oh, will you ever learn proper laboratory decorum? Unbelievable. Looks like the professor's gotten more used to the way Mint's mind works. Yeah, don't underestimate Mint. She's brilliant. She's also a bit awkward. The brilliant part is what Smits is interested in. The awkwardness irks him out every once in a while. What a relief. Things can finally get back to the way they should be. Smithy gave me some data and showed me how to run things. I swear, the guy's the nicest. Just try not to kill us, please. Yeah, I think that's the best way to call that. Let's see. Yeah, should be enough for now. If we need to use all 5 repair stones, we are in trouble. There should be enough other healing things as well, but if you do have the new material left, of course you buy a bit more.
Huh? Done already?
That Niso, my second disciple, she's never thorough enough in her work, but as long as they get the results. However, the results have to be exceptional enough to make the mistake seem like nothing. If that isn't managed, it won't be worth it. No, she's on the brink of it, I'm pretty sure she is. And having said that, that means now we're done with all talking to everyone. We only have the bonding events and 1 quest left on the side. So I want to do the quest as last because that will take us to the service. So let's see. We know everyone here. The hearts are the ones that we want to pick, and we have the rest that we just want to watch. So as always, I think that's the best place to start. So for now, let's make a save so we can start on the next one from that, so we don't lose any points. That means that the ones we're gonna just watch is Doobly, Crow, and of course Ash. And Crow is here, so let's go with him, shall we? Alright, let's go. Mind if I go with you, Crow? We're gonna be out there fighting together, so I wanna make sure you're firing on all cylinders. Rean. Keep in mind, it's not the fun kind of errand. It might be a good opportunity though. I know they've been on your mind after all. Whew. Well, you'll figure it out soon enough. Alright, hurry up and get ready, then I'll be waiting here. Where is he going? Once Rean was ready, they set off from the Courageous 2 with the 2 Divine Knights. Crow needs to visit a handful of different regions. For their first stop, they found themselves at a familiar place. The cathedral at St. Ark? What does he need to do here? Ah, there she is. Just like I heard. Sorry, but can you wait a bit? Oh, Aidios, please find a way to forgive my grandson, Michael. It doesn't absolve his crimes, but he was truly concerned for this country. I just pray that he can rest in peace. I pray for the same. Who? What was that? Huh? Oh, these are his. Oh, Michael, Michael. Is it okay to have just handed those over? Hey, I'm in no position to ask for forgiveness, so on to the next. Michael, huh? Yeah, them fool, a lot of them getting into this whole war. The Red Constellation, Nidhogger, even those leftovers from the Northern Jaegers. What a mess. If only the boss and everyone could have. Sorry I couldn't get revenge for all of you. Huh? But it's good you survived at least. Take care of yourself, okay? That's what he would have wanted. Vulcan? Is this the boss's tag? Hey, you! Right then, just gotta wait for someone to get in touch now. Sure. I've pieced it together now, Crow. This is about them, isn't it? After they returned to where Velimar and Ordine were waiting, Crow received a call. George! Oh, hey Rean. Didn't expect to see you again so soon. Crow reached out to me earlier and asked if I could help him out. Good thing you're still using your old number. So, does it mean you found her? Yep, I'm gonna have to make do with a voice call though. Here, I'll patch you through. Hello? Can you hear me alright? It's her! Good to hear again, Scarlet. Yeah, first when we saw the glasses, I suspected. When I read Vulcan, I knew for sure it was about them. Oh, same here. See? Chrome. Sorry, still getting used to that. I've never thought we'd get a chance to talk again. As for Rean, I guess we haven't spoken in a while either. Not since Maria Hart. I'm glad you're alright. I thought you'd still be locked up somewhere in Quotient. What can I say? This is business as usual for me. Right now I'm operating outside the Empire, on board a Makaba. A Makaba? Does this mean you're with the Grolsritter? Apparently, uses Flex's influence to have her released into protective custody. The church took her past as a choir into account and allowed her to work as a kind of penance for a role in the Civil War. Wow, Eustace really came through. Can't imagine all footsies and tea parties though. What with you being a former terrorist and all? Well, it was pretty tough at first, I admit, but things are better now. Father Wuzzy and that bald guy of his are actually pretty reasonable when you sit down and talk to them. Some of the recruits here joined up around the same time as me, and there are interesting people here, so I'm not bored at all. That's great. I'm glad you know you're doing alright. Oh, I won't pretend I wasn't a little discouraged when I found out Osborne had survived. But I was able to get past that and find a new path forward, thanks to all of you. You have my gratitude. Right. Oh, Crow, I heard all about what you've been doing. Let's both do our best. Not for revenge, but for them. And for the world too. Of course. Let's do this thing right. So, those people we visited back there, were they really related to the members of the ILF? Yeah, I've been thinking about making this little trip ever since I got my memories back. It's the least I can do to make it up to the pals who went to Gehenna with me. I managed to find some people who knew Vulcan and Gideon, so I just decided to go forward with it. I see. I gotta say, it was a surprise to hear Scarlet decided to get back to the church. No kidding. I'm sure she has her reasons though. Well, in any case, it feels good to tie up those loose ends. Now, once my overtime's all used up, I can go without any regrets. Crow. No, the future's not decided just yet. For all we know, you might just end up with more time than you bargained for. Oh, they're back! Rean, Crow! Jeez, where exactly did you two wander off to? Toa, Angelica. Well, even for us, there's always somewhere to return to, and someone waiting there. So for everyone's sake, those we've lost and those who are still with us, we have to see this through to the end and make it back alive, no matter what. Yeah, I guess you're right. But first things first, we gotta kick some ass in the next rivalry. I'll be counting on you, partner. Right. Afterwards, they were met by Toa and Angelica and made it back safely to the Courageous. Once the Divine Knights were on board, they set off to continue their missions. Yeah, I'm sorry, Crow, but we won't be back. We can't let it go. Well, I guess that is true. We've got the rivalry first, so we've got to win. Let's do this. Yeah, it's a good, nostalgia bonding event, but, well, I think the others might be a little bit better, but we'll have to see. We still got 2 to go before we have to pick. Alright, and where was Jubilee? Of course, one higher than this. Man, you're always asking for something. I don't know what's on your plate, but I'm pretty busy with my own shit here. Alright, well, I'll let you know. Peace. Ash? Who was that? Well, if it isn't Thor's biggest busybody, way to eavesdrop on me. It's nothing. A bad influence from back home hit me up, that's all. A bad influence? Come again? Yeah, you met him once, but he's not the kind of guy a goody two-shoes like you would cozy up with. Name's Brad. He's a real shit stirrer. Oh, wait, I think I... Yeah, I know who you mean. Your friend of yours from Raquel. He was the one who tried to sell you out to that informant when you snuck into the city, right? On top of that, I heard something about him getting your old crew from during the Civil War back together to raise hell. Fafnir, right. Though it looks like they're sticking with low-level crap like extortion and brawling. Nothing the IDF will give two shits about. When we were doing the field exercise before, I ended up giving him my contact info. And now he says he has something to discuss with me. Whatever the hell that means. Well, maybe he wants to take over the name Truly, but with Ash still being out there as the true former leader of the group, he might want to beat it out, well, fight it out with each other for the name of the crew. The one who can, in the end, truly lead it. That is a little concerning, I have to say. He must have his reasons for contacting you like this, though, right? Well, to be perfectly honest, given everything that's going down, I really don't have time to be dicking around with that bastard. We'll focus on your own problems, and you focus on yours. Ash. If it's going to be bugging you anyway, why not see what he has to say? You must have at least an inkling to what he wants to talk to you about, right? Well, yeah, if I consider the circumstances surrounding the guy. Still though. Even more reason to tie up loose ends now, right? To make sure you don't have any regrets down the line. I'll be there alongside you, of course, as your instructor and as a fellow member of Class VII. Hey man, Teach, you just love nosing into people's drama, don't you? I get what you're saying though. Can't really move forward when you're knee deep in yesterday's bullshit. Alright, bring out Rean Schwarzer, I wanna settle this. You got it, Ash. Ash called Brad back to talk. They met at the Decans in Raquel, and Brad told Ash everything. Ash! Oh, I'm glad you're here, and you too, instructor. Just thought I'd drop by. You've got some nerve calling me up after bringing back Fafnir and trying to sell me out. I feel so bad about that. It's like I was possessed or something. And I couldn't think of anyone else who could help with this. Please help me, I have no idea what to do. Well, it seems things are pretty serious. Alright, we'll hear you out. So, you and your friends committed blackmail and other misdemeanors. In the shadow was your informant, Mikhail. Yeah, that's basically it. At first, he was just doing stuff like showing us the perfect places to extort people. But then he made me do all sorts of stuff because I owed him or something. I had to bring some product from the orders without the Imperial Defense Force busting me. You mean? Sounds pretty sketchy. Yeah, and recently he's been asking me some pretty major stuff too. To top it all off, we've got dragged into some shady business of his not too long ago. If this keeps going, we're surely gonna end up at the point of no return. Okay, I get it. So he had you move some product, huh? Ash? Well, it's nothing. Alright, long story short, you realize the error of your ways because you're in way over your head and you're scared. Now you know how stupid you were to bring Fafnir back and do whatever the hell you want right before the war, huh? So what? Is something wrong with me realizing that? It just, well, you went off to join that military academy and then I heard you shot the Emperor of all people. So when this old dude told me I could be top dog around town, I thought, yeah, why not? Ah, it looked like the curse worked its way in with all that emotional turmoil. Yeah, I get it. I'm the reason why. Probably for that moron too. In that case, I gotta set things straight, huh? Ash, are you okay? Well, you look like you're back to normal. Well, back to being a goofball, so don't worry about it. Leave the rest to me, Brad. I'll talk it over with the old man. I got some stuff I want to ask him myself anyway. You do? Anyways, we'll have to be of use here, got it? Let's go look for some clues. Rean and Ash began asking around about Mikhail. The rumors they heard pointed to him being somewhere outside of town, with a new shipment of goods. Eventually they tracked him down. Alright, this should be enough. Raquel's punks ain't gonna use more than this. About time I move on. One last trip back to town should do it. Oh, and where you planning on sculling up next? What the? Ash? And the Ashen Chevalier? How's the hanging, Mikhail? Been a while since I went to clean my apartment and ended up bumping into your ugly mug. I heard you've been helping out Brett and the others. Oh, hello, Mikhail. Haven't seen you since our old field exercises. I hope you realize that I'm not going to let you get away with anything that might put young people in danger. Now, we'd like you to tell us about whatever it is you brought here from Orders. I don't know what Brad's been telling you, but you've got me all wrong. I seek out young people with potential and teach them the value of hard work. That's all. Shipping these things is just another aspect of that. Really? A gun? That's so mundane to use against Ash and Rean. Huh, so this is your new product, huh? It's an RF model. I'm guessing there are more in the container? And that's right. I've got contacts in the military who've helped me build up a decent stash, little by little. I mean, no one knows for sure what's gonna happen to the world after this war starts, right? Gotta be prepared. Savvy folks from all over the continent are already putting together hidden weapon caches. The way I see it, I could make a fortune supplying them with the kind of high quality arms they'll be needing. That's really low. What, so you're a war profiteer now? That's a pretty drastic change from when you only dealt in information. Not to mention how fast you've got these weapons together all on your own. I figured that would be possible without the right connections and the know-how. What aren't you telling us? Now that you mention it, something does seem off. It's simple, really. I wasn't always an informant. Until a little more than 10 years ago, I was a merchant working a different kind of market. Some of the secret supply routes I learned about back then are coming in handy now, that's all. Now I'm done talking. You gonna let me through or what? Can't keep my customers waiting. Hey, what is it, Ash? Hey, don't make me making any sort of moves. Look, Miguel, I don't give a rat's ass where you're gonna go next. But there's one thing I gotta ask you first. Thought we were done here. Was it you? Were you the one who got me out of Hamel? Hey, where's this coming from? Ash, do you mean... Yeah, I've been thinking about it ever since we found my mom's diary. 14 years ago, a merchant helped me escape from Hamel and into Urkel. But what you said just now, that you were a merchant more than 10 years ago, well, things just clicked. Ah, now I see. How long have we known each other, Mikkel? From my first day in Raquel, from when I got adopted, since I could remember, basically. You were involved with all of that, weren't you? I mean, you weren't exactly a good influence. You even sold me out to the Jaegers at one time. I always thought you were one of the most deadbeat pieces of crap around. But you still showed up at Mom's funeral and made a donation. That just felt so out of place for a small-time crook like you. I figured you must have had some ulterior motive. But look at it now. I can't help but wonder if you felt some kind of obligation toward me. If I got it wrong, go ahead and set me straight. When did you get so sharp, kid? I want to take this to the grave, but I guess my secret's out. So, it's true then? Every word. 14 years ago, I was peddling my wares out by Parm. If I hadn't stepped out for a smoke that night, I might have never have met you. Whoa, take it easy, kid. What are you doing out here on the road by yourself? Was that a gunshot? What the hell's going on? This can't be good. Come on, kid. Let's get out of here. I grabbed you and put you on the first train I could find. But you wouldn't say a damn word to me, even after we got to Raquel. Didn't know what to make of that. I thought maybe you'd been mixed up in some bad business, and then the soldiers came for me. I don't know how they found out, but they knew I'd help you get away. Hey, forget about everything that happened that night, and ditch the kid. You'll be helping secure the future of the Empire. It's your best interest to comply. We can pay you whatever you want. Not a bad deal, huh? A deal, huh? Sounds more like a threat. That must have been part of the cover-up of Hamel that Osborne spearheaded it. Well, I hate to sound heartless, but I was eager for any excuse to get rid of you. So, I took the mirror and gave you to one of the hostesses at my favorite club. I knew she wouldn't put you out on the street. She was quite a woman, taking in a kid she knew next to nothing about and raised you as his own. You're telling me. So, you see, I didn't really do anything that bad. I got you away from Hamel in one piece, even set you up with a new family. Was it so much for me to collect a little compensation in return? Yeah, that's all there is to it. Got my ties to you, got my own life. Our past doesn't mean shit to me right now. You're nothing but some punk who's standing in the way of me and my business. So, damn it, why can't I pull the trigger? You're a traitor, a criminal. You shot the Emperor for crying out loud. No one's gonna miss you. I took the damn money. I washed my hands of you. You're nothing to me, nothing. So, why can't I? Ah, so that's it. Guess that explains the sudden shift in your business model. I know you're not gonna admit it, but when you took that deal, it messed you up on the inside. You knew it was wrong, and you've been carrying that guilt with you ever since. That's what let the curse worm its way into your heart and turn you into a real crook. Ash. What are you talking about? Don't act like you know me. Well, if I'm wrong, then why do you look like you're in so much pain? It's written all over your face, moron. You've been running from your sins all this time, but you just can't let them go. Ash. To be honest, I wouldn't give a shit about how far you'll fall. But there's something you should know. Right up until the moment she passed, Mom was still smiling. She said it was a blessing having me in her life. Go figure, right? She also told me she wished she could thank the guy who brought us together. And I feel the same. I wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for you. And I wouldn't change a thing about the time I had with my mom. Well, I might have been nice if she'd been a better cook, but hey, you can't win them all. But as far as I'm concerned, my hometown isn't Hamel, it's Raquel. The town you brought me to. One of these days, I'll find a way to pay you back for everything you've done for me. Hey, I don't regret joining the academy or trying to find out about my past. That was my own choice. Because of that, I got to meet Kurt, Philly, Bunny, Phony Locks. They're not a bad bunch, hell, even some of the instructors are. Okay, I guess. So I think I got at least to say thank you. Not just for me, but for Mom too. The curse, it's... for a kid who wouldn't talk at first, you sure grew up to have quite a mouth on you. Look at me, getting all sentimental. I feel like such a chump. But hey, all this only goes as far as you're getting me off the streets. Huh? Leading Brad astray and selling me out during field exercises? No, that's a different story. I think you got a little debt to be paid, you feel me? Let's be honest, he did deserve that. I really do love the fact that he thanks him for giving him a life with his adoptive mom and the town of Raquel. But he did deserve that punch. And that ought to straighten the shit out. Man, that felt good. You're enjoying this a little too much. I hope this does you some good, Ash. Well, this is closure not only for Mikhail, but also for Ash, isn't it? Beautiful scene. Though now free from the curse, Miguel and Brad still had plenty of crimes to answer for. After turning them over to the authorities, Rean summoned Velimar to return him and Ash to the Courageous 2. Well, you had me worried there for a minute. I'm glad it all worked out. Trust me, it was just a surprise to find out Miguel's the guy I owe my life to. At least now I feel like I can let the past go. Well, that's good. I'm happy for you. Right, enough sappy shit. Let's get back to the others. Fair enough, Ash. Fair enough. Your bond with Ash strengthened. Well, feel like I cannot past go now. Time to focus on what's in front of me. Next up is Crossbell. Third rivalry is waiting. Can't slack off just yet. I'm relying on you, Ash. Yeah, that we definitely are. But we still have plenty to do before we can go to Crossbell. Mainly all the bonding events, talking to everyone outside the Courageous 2, and of course the few quests we have picked up. But for now, we'll leave it here. On the next one we're going to start, of course, with the one we just want to, well, watch. And then we're going to go over all the ones we have to pick. And I'm pretty sure we can fill quite a bit of an episode, but we'll see to that next time. So for now, wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. Until then, bye-bye.